Good morning. This is Randy from the Pen and Journal. Early, cold, blustery morning here in Georgia. It's about 25 degrees. Got me a fire going, so just got my wife off to work. I don't have to go to work because I'm retired. I retired early. So anyway, so my oldest daughter got me this, and it's a Dad, I want to hear your story. And it's pretty thick, you can see, and all it is, it's just got a lot of questions, and I'll show you the inside of it. It's got a lot of questions about my life, and there's just different things. It's a pretty neat little book. But I've done some. There's some of it, like there's one question in here: how much did I weigh when I was born? Well, I have no idea, and I'm gonna have to see if I can find my birth certificate. Can't find that, then I'm gonna have to ask my dad. It's got things about your childhood, about going on up to adulthood and stuff like that. But it's a pretty neat little book. So here's some of the questions. And my daughter, she wanted me to get it. Travel bucket list. It's got this section here. I saw these come across my Instagram. Guy advertising them, and I didn't know my daughter was going to get one. It's basically you're just making a little history book. Pretty much what you're doing. There's this more stuff. Just a pretty interesting little concept, really. Becoming and being a dad. There's a lot of stuff in here, though. It's a lot of stuff to. Some of it, I don't really know. I may have to leave some of it blank. But pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little notebook. It's not a notebook, but it's basically a little journal. But it's just a history book about yourself. If you got a dad, well, I'm sure if you're here, you got a dad, and I think they make the ones for your mother too. It might be a good gift for you to buy and fill it out and give it to your children. Unless you got 5 kids, then you got to buy 5 of them. But I've got 2 daughters. Talks about your siblings, but it like I said, it's some of the questions. You're gonna have to do some research on. I even asked about what my favorite music was when I was growing up. That's a pretty easy one. That was a pretty easy one. Yeah, I'm an old rocker. I like country music too, but I'm an old rocker. So, that was my genre of music. But I just thought this thing was pretty neat. It says a father's guided journal to share his life and his love. Pretty cool concept. Family keepsake journal. Dad, I want to hear your story. Of course, I got this G2. And I was going to show you my new planner, the way I do it. And I looked down, and they sent me a 24 instead of a 25, so I'm going to have to send it back. or I might have, dummy me might have ordered the wrong, I might have clicked on the wrong one, so anyway. But this is the inside cover to it. I guess this is the guy that designed it, published it. I think it's a good idea. You know, some of the stuff in here, you know, I mean, you can see some of the, it's got a section here, it you know, about what, the year you were born, you know, write that in there, and different historical things, you know. So, pretty neat little concept. That's the back of it. Pretty cool. A father's story is one of loving guidance and protection. Most fathers, not all fathers, most fathers. Unfortunately, we got some bad fathers out there, but you know, that's just the world we live in. But this is my little, I got a guy that makes these, and he carves them. He's from up north, very talented guy, and he carves these and he sends them to the YouTubers. You tell me that don't take some talent. That takes some talent. Definitely takes some talent. I call him Nick because he looks like Santa Claus. And this is his signature. But he carves these. He just carves these using a pocket knife. I think it's an awesome gift. So anyway, just wanted to share this little journal I'm doing. My daughter, I had to ask her if she wanted it by Christmas. She told me no, just whenever I got it done. She wants me to take my time because she wants it to be, you know, as factual. So I've got a good bit of it done. I mean, I still got a lot to do, but you can see all these blank pages, but like I said, I've got some done. I try to do a little bit in it every day. I don't want to get too overwhelmed. If you don't have one of these, these are pretty cool. These are pretty cool little item. Not real expensive. You know, it's got these little symbols here. It's got a ruler. Nice little straight edge here. Good for marking pages. I've already been using it. When I reorder my notebook, I'll have to get this out, and I'm gonna make a video and show you how I do the way I started doing my planners. I didn't do this one. I just didn't take time to do it, but pretty neat little item. You can see it's got all these little symbols on it. It's got these little things, little circles and boxes and stuff you can use if you want to use an ink pen, pencil, whatever. My daddy used to have these. My daddy was a draftsman. He came up being a draftsman for General Electric. Then he ended up working for the railroad. But I remember going to see him at work, and he always had some of this stuff like this sitting on his drafting board. You know, back before you did it on computers. He did it on the big board with pens and pencils and big rulers and stuff. Now they got programs on the computers that you do all the drafting with. It's not done by hand anymore, which is kind of a lost art. But he had all kind of little straight edges and little diagram markers, whatever you want to call these things. He had a bunch of different ones because they had a lot of little symbols they had to use when they drafted. But this is a pretty neat item. They got them on Amazon. Check them out. They're not, like I said, not, but I think $3, $4, $5, something like that. So, but anyway, y'all have a great day. Have a safe day. Oh, by the way, when I grew up, my mother and daddy had one of these for Christmas. They had them out at Christmas. So you put pecans, then you crack them. But we found when we cleaned out their house, which is a terrible job, terrible thing to have to do. We found the original one. So my brother wanted it. And I told him I'd just find me one on eBay. And I did. I found me a brand new one. It's even got the little picks to get the nuts out. Got the nut cracker. But this is just something that just takes me back kind of to my childhood. You know, our traditions we grew up in. Traditions leave us because, we have family members that die, leave us. So anyway, great gift for your parent, your dad, your mom, or just get yourself one and do one and give it to your children, or keep it. If you got young children, do it and fill it out as you go. And then when they get a certain age, say they get married or whatever, just hand it over to them. All right, I'm done. God bless y'all. Y'all have a great day. Be safe out there. Be safe. And I'm going to post this thing here in a few minutes. God bless you.